and TJ Ribs right here on Acadian and I-10. Welcome. It's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. I'm Chris Powers. This guy is the AD, Roman Banks. How you doing, my man?
What's up, Chris? How you doing?
Doing great, my man. I just want to say prayers to your family.
Thank you.
I know you've been going through some stuff, so
Yep.
our thoughts and prayers go to your family.
Appreciate it.
All right, and then we've got lots of great things going on. We got a packed house here tonight. Great. They came to, of course, enjoy. By the way, my brother and sister-in-law came last week. They had a blast. My sister-in-law said, can we come back from Tyler, Texas?
That's their table at Stanton,
That was their table, and they enjoyed themselves so much. Said the Jaguar Nation was absolutely unbelievable. It was so festive in here. They loved it big time, and that's what we get every time. Hopefully, you come here to the show.
That's right. It's very nice crowd last week, and obviously we got a good crowd today. Why don't y'all give yourselves a hand?
Yes,
and,
indeed.
You know, we're always excited about Jaguar news, and this show is meant to bring news to all our fans, not only sporting news, community news, leadership news, and so this is what this is all about. Obviously, you know, it say AD Roman Banks, but we use that name because they wanted to invest in me to bring the show for the whole university, right? So this is a university show without a doubt. This is not about me, right? And so we want to make sure our student-athlete coaches and leadership and community leaders and partnership get their shine on.
So if the show goes bad and I mess up, AD Roman Banks' name's on it. So
But this the lead guy. He make it go right here. So.
Speaking of crowds, what an unbelievable atmosphere for the last crowd at Jackson State game at A.W. Mumford Stadium. When I pulled up to the campus, Henry Baptista told me there was a big crowd out there. I've had people telling me it was a big crowd. When I got there, I thought it was homecoming version 1.0. It was that unbelievable. A festive atmosphere. The light show was incredible. The band was incredible as always. Also, the Jaguar Den was stacked to the rafters. Coaching was an unbelievable deal. So I know it was a loss. It's tough to lose. You lose and win in sports like that. The big question everybody was asking me, how do you get that crowd back to A.W. Mumford Stadium this week?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the fans for coming out. You know, that was our largest crowd in probably over 20 years. And,
right.
We had right at 30,000 people in the stands and probably another 30,000 people outside the stands. So I appreciate that very much. I said this many times. I think you have to have a dream and you have to work hard to make your dream come true. But from me being a little child, being at the game and understand what Jaguar Nation is about, Jaguar Proud, and this tradition of Southern University, I dream to see that all the time.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I get up every morning to do, to try to make sure that we bring back that type of pageantry for all our programs. And we've been doing it, and I'm glad to see that we had a good crowd. It disturbs me a little bit that we lost the game.
Right.
And obviously, you know, I'm a realist and very transparent. It really hurt me to lose that football game, and for a lot of reasons. And but it haven't wavered my faith in the football staff. That night we had a meeting to try to talk about some things, and I still believe in Coach Dooley and his staff. And our main concern is to go 1-0. And we can go 1-0 on this Saturday. I think we'll be off to a good start. But definitely, once again, that we're going to need Jaguar Nation. You know, it's one of those things when times get a little tough, people going to stick with you, right?
Right.
And this is an early season, and sometimes in football, other than any sport, you put yourself in some must-win situations early. And for us in our football program, just to move forward, I think this is one of those early wins that we need to have this Saturday.
Yeah.
And so, though as disappointed as I am, I still have to remember that those two games didn't count. So we got an opportunity to be in first place on Saturday.
Right.
And a lot of people don't understand. They say, "Oh, you played two SWAC games." They are actually SWAC opponents, but the way our schedule's set up with the new teams that have entered, everything don't count.
Right.
And so hopefully we can correct ourselves and go out and get this win on Saturday and become 1-0 and be in first place in the league.
No question
That's the
about
way I
that.
look at it.
No
I
doubt.
try to get the positive out of it.
Right.
And so, you know, I want to give a shout out to my staff. Had a very electric game day atmosphere, and that's another thing that when you come out, we want something that your kids can do, that the family can do. We want to see everybody running around, the kids throwing footballs, little girls in the cheerleader outfits, and so we wanted to be family. We wanted to be a safe environment, and the staff really put on a good show. We had several other football teams to come back while we honored Coach Rich in the end zone, and so got a chance to mingle with them and hang out with them and to talk to them, and they understand when you have a chance to talk to alums, the vision and what it's all about. And sometimes they get misinterpreted, right? And I always say sometimes is that, this job being athletic director, you're responsible for a lot of things. And I think by record, my staff and I don't like to say we've done a lot of things. We've been able to bring you've seen the new light show. We've been able to, we was the first in the league to get the turf. We've been able to do the track. We've been able to do the arena oval. We've been able to make soccer whole. We've been able to make softball. What people don't see, and I'm not a guy to go around telling those type of stories, mm-hmm. right? And so I just want the work that we do to speak for us. And so I just always say, in this business, I tell my staff all the time, we went 0-2. So, we going to get it. I'm going to get it, right?
Right.
And so I understand that, but I have the faith in the Lord, and I'm strong about what I do, and I'm transparent about what I do, that I still believe that Southern University is the best place in the world to work at, and that I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that we put on another good game atmosphere to empower our student athletes, to let them know that we love them, and for them to go out and have the best chance they can every time they put on their uniform to represent us.
That's right.
And that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
That's right. I've been at Southern, hard to believe, since 2001. This is my 20th year. I was out 2 years, 09 and 10. But I've been here since 2001. And I got to say, I always said Saints atmosphere, game atmosphere, win or lose, unbelievable. It's fun. Pelicans game, unbelievable fun. Your staff has made a game at A.W. Mumford Stadium. Obviously, we want to win, but y'all made it fun, and the light show even brings that on. I know you as athletic director, Coach Rodney. I see Anjanae is here, Mandy is here, Coach Price is here.
The staff is going to be here. We one big family.
But
that's the way we
you
work.
guys have made it fun. With all the check presentations, y'all should every Southern alum should be proud of the check presentations that people are coming up. I didn't see that before.
Yeah, and it speaks today. I mean, they on, Ag is with us today. Dr. Matt Means and Katera will be coming up shortly. But we try to empower everybody within the community on campus. And we have great campus partners and great corporate sponsors. I don't reveal this, but they talk about raising money, right? And at HBCUs, there's already been an article published and talk about that we don't give. And probably if you look at most universities, that may be true. Everybody survive off state funds. But with the needs and these overtime shows and what we do, we have found a way just in the first quarter, actually since January to last month on Give Day, we raised $1 million.
Wow.
And that haven't happened at Southern University.
That's awesome.
And so, I say that politely and not to toot the horn, but I know within ourselves that my staff is working overtime. They're doing the jobs that we desire to do, right?
Right.
And so, guess what? I'll be calling on everybody, talking about, because we're going to raise another $1 million in the next six months. And obviously, people like, I seen them in here earlier. And, no matter, how you feel about his personality, at the end of the day, Attorney Clayton in here, he's actually helping me right now. I'm probably letting out the bag. But we about to build this indoor practice facility. It's going to be all-purpose building, right?
Right.
And so that's coming soon. I mean, it takes a lot of time. People just don't give millions of dollars at our university, right? That doesn't happen. So every little dollar we save, every little gala we have, whatever, is strategic to what we're going to do, and also be able to take care of our student athletes. And so we have a lot of things coming. And so I just want people to know that we are working, and we're going to continue to work, and we're going to continue to make Southern the standard, and we're going to elevate the standard. And all the coaches, when we come here, you're going to see half of the building with our employees, with my employees, because we one big family, right? And they know at the end of the day, we're going to take care of each other first. I always say that. And if we together, everybody see the togetherness and unity, then everybody else can't help but to fall in line. Okay. And so Southern University is not going nowhere. And I told the football team that we're not going anywhere. My expectations is for us to come out here to be 1-0 on Saturday. And do I want you to be if you're not upset and mad, then I have a problem, right? Because we're supposed to win that game and represent ourselves well. And so at the end of the day, yes, upset, yes, mad, but I still believe, and I still want everybody to come out this Saturday and root this team on to the victory, because obviously y'all are important to the success of this team and these student athletes.
That's it. That's unbelievable sad. And then also, too, you know, when you play the game, you play basketball, you coach basketball, you could be in an arena or a stadium that boos you. You get motivated by that. You could be at a stadium, obviously at your home stadium, that cheers you. When those student athletes see that, and maybe other people that are looking to come to Southern University, they see that support, the 29,986 fans in the stands, they're going to want to come to Southern University. You always have to support that student athlete.
Chris, let me erase this myth. Somebody was talking to me the other day. I guess I'm not a social media guy. I don't care about social media. They're talking about, oh, y'all don't have scholarships. Y'all don't have enough scholarships. And I said, what do you mean we don't have enough scholarships? They say, oh, y'all not raising enough money for scholarships. I said, let me give you an understanding. Scholarship limitations are set by the NCAA. Mm-hmm. I said, yes, when I took over this job, we had that unusual data ban that I felt is one of the worst things that happened to this university. They took all our scholarships. Our APR scores was bad and all that. And so, yes, at that point, we worked past that these 5 years, and we were able to get practice time and all our scholarship limitations. So, give you an example. If basketball have 12 scholarships, all right, that's 13 scholarships. That's universal for everybody.
Right.
We have 13 scholarships. So let's not get that twisted. If women's basketball have 15, we offer 15 scholarships. Right. Football at our level have 85 equivalencies. Right. And we have 85 equivalencies.
Right.
So don't let nobody fool y'all talking about what we don't have. Athletics we have built back up the whole kit. And that's the reason why I always say, and y'all heard me say it earlier, that I have high expectations. That's the reason, because we're not liking in any area. Do I want to continue to get better, talking about these practice facilities and lights and all those things? Yes, that's important for us to move forward, to showcase our game, to make sure Southern is the standard. We're the first one to have it as HBCU, the first one to have the turf as HBCU, going to be the first one to open this practice facility as HBCU. Do I want to be first? Yes, because I think Southern University fans deserve it first, and I'm arrogant enough and humble enough to say that they deserve it, and we're going to get it, and we're going to work hard, because we're going to separate the difference at Southern University. And so don't let nobody fool y'all when they start saying, get facts and deal with the facts at the end of the day.
Roman Banks for governor. All right, when we come back, we're talking soccer. We got Coach Futno in the house. We're going to do that coming up right here. Soccer about to get into SWAC play as we speak.
Put that pressure on Futno. Come on up here, Futno. Let's talk about the championship now. I'm putting it on you.
We continue right here from TJ Ribs. Come get the delicious special, the Shrimp-tastic, unbelievable Shrimp-tastic for $19.99. And also, of course, you got the Blue Cat Hurricane.
I got the first two hurricanes again. Whoever raised their hand, they got them. Oh, you got it? She got it. Got it. Very sure. We got it. You late this time. You had yours last week.
I tell you what, I got yours. How about that? I got yours. She walked me in today.
Okay.
Walked me in.
Well, she deserved one then.
There you go. There you go. All right, we'll continue right after this. So TJ Ribs, it's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Back in a moment right here on Pelican Sports TV.
Are you interested in a college major with numerous career opportunities? Look no further than the Southern University College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences. Agriculture is more than working on a farm. Our students are gaining hands-on experience and conducting cutting-edge research in the areas of agricultural sciences, family and consumer sciences, and urban forestry and natural resources. Our students also participate in internships and travel to national conferences. Our student organizations include students from diverse backgrounds with close bonds. These organizations provide our students with leadership and personal development skills needed to help them gain employment with top industry leaders. If you're not sure what you want to major in at Southern University, I encourage you to try Ag. For more information about the College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences, visit our website at www.suagcenter.com or call 225-771-2242.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouger. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouger today.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce. Crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary.
I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary.
Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
I'll take a New Orleans Saints scratch up. Play New Orleans Saints from the lottery. Just scratch, fold, and punch your way to winnings. Punch your ticket with New Orleans Saints. Win up to $100,000. Enter our second chance drawings, giving you a season to smile.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics right here from TJ Ribbs on Acadian and I-10. We've got the one and only right now head coach of the soccer program, Coach Jeremy Fontenot in the house. How you doing, my friend?
Doing good. How you doing
today? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
Same here.
You know, first of all, I want to ask, before we get into the season, I want to ask you, how have you prepared your team because of all this heat? Now, everybody's been dealing with the heat, but here in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi is one of the hottest places in the nation. At one point in time, I know they measured your temperature that day was 121 on that field. So how have you prepared your team to get ready for this season, you know, with the heat? I know the NCAA has guidelines on when you can and cannot get out there. If it's too hot, you can't go.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do a 15-minute period workout. We go hard for 15 minutes, take a break, and then go back into it. So it's steady moving in those 15 minutes, but we take those water breaks, Then also we go early morning or late evening until we get to this point where we play games at that time. So we have to, when school started, we had to go back into like 3 o'clock p.m.
Okay, all right. Now, the second year, you're in A.W. Mumford Stadium.
Right.
Second season. How do you feel that it's helped your program more and more?
I think it did. The looks of it, the closeness around the weight room, the closeness around the medicine room, and then the locker room that we're getting. So and my office is over there too now. So everything is right there. So we don't have to go too far. We don't have to move equipment from one end to the other. So it's been great for us. And then the scoreboard.
Right.
So we got some new things this year. We had one home game coming up to 3 home games in a row. So if you come to the stadium, you will see our starting lineup on the screen. You will see the person that scored the goals on the screen and things like that. So there have been a lot of changes with that.
Obviously, bathroom facility is a big thing.
Right.
Concessions out there?
Yes.
That's an awesome deal. And like I said, you get a great seat everywhere you're at, and great deal with that great field and stuff like that, great turf. So let's talk about now, you beat Southeastern 1-0.
First time in school history.
Wow, awesome deal. Congratulations on that. 1-1 against McNeese State, tied with them.
First time in school history.
Congratulations. Wow. All right, cool deal. So what do you think your strengths are right now with your team going right now?
I mean, we're an aggressive team. We aggressive, we physical, we fast. And I tell them every time we touch the ball, that's what we want to do. So we know what we want to do. We're just getting better and better at it as we get to conference next week.
Right, and it's coming. I mean, like I said, it is here, no question.
Yeah.
First of all, you got Nichols State at home at A.W. Mumford Stadium this Friday night, 7 p.m. too. That's a big deal, 7 p.m. And then next week, so you have a whole week off before you start playing conference play. Mississippi Valley State will be at home at 7 p.m. And then on that same weekend, that Sunday at 1 p.m., it's Alcorn State. So 3 games, like you said, back-to-back right there for the Jaguar Nation to come and support soccer.
Correct. And that's a great start for us. I mean, Nichols, we look at Nichols this week, and we prepping for conference. So we take Nichols, and then we come back Sunday as a practice, but we looking at it as a conference week because we do play Friday and Sunday. So we looking at this week right here as our prep week. And one way to do it is against a team like Nichols, where they are competitive, but they can't be beatable.
So does your coaching philosophy change from before conference play to conference play?
No, not at all.
So it's the same all the way?
It's the same. We tried to do that with the bigger schools, and my players came to me and they say, Coach, we got to play the same way. We want to attack, we want to be aggressive. So that's what we went with. We didn't change anything. If you look at our schedule, we played 4 teams. The 4 teams that we lost to all played in the NCAA tournament. So to beat them, you have to play the way you want to play and everything. To even get to the end, to get to the tournament and things like that, we're going to meet those teams. So those 4 teams, all of them been to the NCAA tournament last year, brought a lot of players back. So if we want to see them again, we just have to be aggressive. We can't hide from it. So, yes, we play the same way.
So talk about your team right now. Name a couple of players that has really exceeded your expectations to start off.
I don't think we have enough time.
Oh wow!
We really changed the game this year. Our goalkeeper, she done been around the world, Sydney Bellamy, and she came back. She played for the Jamaican national team. She came back amazing. So if anybody, I give it to her. She has saved us a lot just in the start of the season already and things like that. So if anybody, just her, but the whole team has been working well together. They love each other. It's just been a better environment for me all around.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So again, Friday night, Jaguar Nation at 7 p.m., A.W. Mumford Stadium against Nichols State. Then next Friday night, 7 p.m. against Mississippi Valley State. There'll be no football game that week. That weekend, Southern will be off. So fill at A.W. Mumford Stadium on September 24th. Again, that Sunday, Alcorn State. All these 3 games at home, and then you're on to the Alabama swing after that, going to Alabama.
Yeah, we get a week break, and then we go to the Alabamas. So it's a good thing for us because we play back-to-back those 3 home games, and then we get a bye to regroup and everything, which right now at this moment, come Friday, all our players, we have minimal injuries, all our players be back, so we're able to get them in the groove and get that break right there, and then we back at it for the rest of the season.
And before you know it, November the 2nd is when the conference tournament will be in Prairie View. Man, my goodness, that season goes by fast. Fall just flies by.
Correct. They got us preseason at ranked number 2. I believe we're the number 1 team in the conference, and we're going to hopefully get to the end and we beating that number 1 team.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, man. We can't wait when we do that in November to have that championship trophy right here.
Yes, sir.
We'll be here.
We'll be here.
There you go. There it is. Coach Fontenot, unbelievable guy, great guy, great coach for soccer, and also just a friendly guy. He's never a negative thing about what your players probably said. No, he gets on me pretty good.
I do.
Yeah. But that makes them better. All right. Well, when we come back, we've got more right here. A big Southern University athletic supporter. When we return right here, it's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Here from TJ Ribbs on a K-910. I'm Chris Powers, back in a moment on Pelican Sports TV.
You really hurt yourself. Did you know there's a health clinic right here on campus, just for you and all Southern University employees? That's right. Care South Medical and Dental's SU Clinic is located in the nursing school building and is ready to give you the quality and compassionate care that Care South is known for. If you're at work and you're not feeling well, come see us. Care South cares.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At Our Lady of the Lake Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
At TJ Ribs, we are passionate about three things: great food, exceptional service, and Southern University sports. Whether it's a watch party, tailgating event, or family meal, we're here to bring the party to you. Go Jags!
In my Louisiana, the day starts at 4 a.m. In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration. My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast! With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic.
From sun up to sundown.
Till sun up again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
We're connected to the collection.
Welcome back, everybody. Right here, it's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics here from TJ Ribs on Acadian at I-10. Right now, we've got the Ag Center on set, a proud sponsor of Southern University Athletics. Dr. Orlando McMeans, Chancellor. How you doing, my man?
It's good to see you again, my friend.
Good to see you as well.
Yes.
And I wish I could tell you make me look better, but this lady next to me, Dr. Katara Williams, Vice Chancellor, Institutional Advancement, she makes us both look better, right?
I concur.
That's great. I'm glad you are as well, my man. And, of course, we're here because we got several things going on. And I know you guys want to focus, start with you, Dr. McMeans. Let's talk about it. Faculty, staff, and students you guys want to focus on this week. Tell us about that.
Yes, this week is Ag Week. Everything Ag, from the faculty, the staff, the great research, extension, academic programs. But more importantly, we are student-centered, and we're focusing on students. And we have a robust schedule of activities going on. Tomorrow we will have an activity called Brunch and Learn, where our young people will be exposed to opportunities as relates to federal programs, specifically the USDA, but more importantly, to teach them soft skills, those other things that we don't get from the standpoint of academics. And so we're excited. We have a plethora of events, of course. Saturday, the game. I'm saying this, I know Coach Banks is going to get mad at me. I am an A&M alum. However, I will be rooting for Southern University because they pay the check.
He's rooting for
and
yes, indeed.
He will be in his blue and gold.
He will be in his blue and gold. I like that. Yeah, by the way, the brunch and the learn, 11 a.m. at the Smith Brown Memorial Union Cotillion Ballroom. All right, so that'll be that on that. And then on Friday, like we mentioned, it's Kickback and Chill Ag Game Gear Giveaway from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. to the Pinky Thrift Lobby. Dr. Katara Williams, tell us about that.
Well, I'll tell you, we've had a outstanding lineup of events this week. We started off with capacity building. We had
Certainly a lot of partners come that were looking at our students in terms of interviewing skills. We had headshots for our students. Today was even more fabulous because we actually had our hometown cuisine cook-off.
Oh, wow.
Where our students were able to represent their hometowns, show their culinary skills. All of the folks in the college were there cheering our students on. And let me tell you, they can burn better than I.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Super impressive.
Yes.
Tomorrow, we actually, as Dr. McBean said, we have our brunch and learn. And then what I'm most excited about, as I know the Ag fam, the A-team is in the house. A-team, where are you?
Back there, yes.
So we are all really excited about our field to fork tailgate.
What's that about?
So there's a literal meaning to that. All of our food that we're going to showcase at our tailgate, it's coming from our field to your fork.
Oh, wow.
So homegrown tailgate, our own cuisine, you get to actually experience a taste of agricultural excellence. So we want everybody to stop by. We're going to be right next to the field house and join us. Grow Jags.
So if you listen to the radio and you hear me late for the pregame show, that's why right there. I've got a good reason. Why? You're going to give me a pass for that?
You got it.
I'll let Coach Pete take over for that. That'll be it. Also, of course, the big kickoff at A.W. Mumford Stadium. So there's so much stuff going on. Dr. Orlando McBeans, tell us about the new change for college. What is that all about? New name and change for college.
So previously we were a College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences. And this is my 5th land-grant institution. And so we're a little bit behind on the nomenclature and the terminology associated with land-grant, the 106, 107 land-grant institutions. So we had to catch up and get into what the students would refer to, Dr. Marshall is out there, as some more of the sexy terminology as it relates to what agriculture is, because we try to demystify the myth of what agriculture is, because when I would go talk to a young man in New Orleans and I ask him about agriculture, I said, what is your first thought? And he'll think about a field, a mule, and plowing. And I will tell you, I went to the University of Illinois, and everything I did was in test tubes and Petri plates. And that blows them away.
Yeah.
And so now our new name, and it reflects where we're heading as an agricultural entity, and it's the College of Agricultural, Human, and Environmental Sciences. And I will draw your attention to the latter two, because agriculture is always our foundational principles. Human sciences would be associated with family and consumer sciences, but in a broader context, that we deal with things relevant from nutrition, merchandising, textiles, and what have you. The environmental piece is the key piece, because that deals with the issues that we are dealing with as it relates to climate change. And we are in the process of establishing a whole area that will focus on climate change and climate mitigation, and looking at those areas where we can have research scientists address some of those issues. So we are extremely excited with the new name. We are rolling it out very slowly. Dr. Williams is doing an outstanding job, and I'm just so excited about the new name. We've caught up with everybody else, and we're going to surpass them. And I will tell you, we hit 500 students for the first time in the history of the College of Agriculture.
Wow.
And my goal when I came here was about 300 students when I arrived in 2019. Our goal is to have 1,000 students. North Carolina A&T, we're coming.
Yes, indeed. I like that. I like that. Congratulations on that. Now, also, too, one of the big things that it's aggressive in is the new medical marijuana product for colleges and what have you. And Southern University is doing a very good job. Dr. Katera, why is that so important to this program?
Well, what I want to do first is tell you about our newest line, our newest product line. And it has a very, very special connection to our dear Chancellor. Dr. Snowden is here, too, who heads that program. Dr. Snowden does excellent work. And it's called Oh My.
Oh My.
That's the name of the new product. And so we're going to ask our chancellor just to give us a little background on that.
Well, I'm definitely going to give you the PG version of how Oh My came to fruition. I am a plant scientist, a plant geneticist, and physiologist. And my mother always jokes with me. She said, I sent you off to school to study plant science, and And now all of a sudden, all the plants you can deal with, you're dealing with cannabis. And so I had to come to the understanding of the medicinal purposes and uses of this plant. And it's a game changer. I lived in West Virginia for 21 years, and the opioid epidemic is real, guys. And the alternative to medical marijuana and without the addictive effects is a big time. And so we had an opportunity to work with our Lyra Holistic Healthcare, and they offered me an opportunity via Dr. Snowden to talk about a project. Well, most people call me O. And so we had the opportunity to be in D.C. amongst some giants, and I won't call their names, but they're in Congress. And I was just talking. I said we need something that will address some of those really serious ailments as relates to pain. Mm-hmm. And I said, and it will get the reaction of, oh my. Or if you take it, it'll be, oh my. And I was joking, but we got together with the research and development crew, and we actually developed a product that is a game changer, because there are what was current on the market didn't address those pains. Mm-hmm. What we put out now is a 40 milligram THC infused chew, and it does address those ailments more critically. But I will tell you, those individuals are looking for affordability because of the price point. You can cut that into 4 pieces, and it'll still address those issues, and it will be less costs associated with that product. So we're very excited. It's doing very, very well. And the main thing is that Southern University is involved in the research and development of these products, and our name and logo is associated with that. And I will just say this last thing, my friend. When I came here in 2019, they said that Southern University would never get a medical marijuana product to market. Today we have more than 40 products in the market, and we're doing well.
Wow.
And I attribute that to Dr. Snowden and to the resilience of and the board and what have you. And we're going to keep on pushing that.
Yeah, if my Uncle John was here, because he's going through cancer right now, he's been going back and forth to MD Anderson. Now he's going to New Orleans. He is on that medical marijuana. He'd be saying, oh my, in the crowd. He'd be like, we're in church right now. Yes, hallelujah. Because that's what gets him through the day, and that's pretty impressive. So what, Dr. Katera, tell us big things that are coming in the future maybe for.
Well, I'll tell you what, we remain as the first HBCU to have this medicinal program, and so we're very proud of that. We're continuing to do that. Also, our Sun Beef. Did you know that we have Southern University natural beef? We produce our own beef in-house, grass-fed. So there are so many, yes, round of applause for that. There's so many things that we're doing that are innovative and really just changing the game as it relates to agriculture. And so under Dr. McMean's leadership, we've made so many advancements, and I can only say the best is yet to come.
Wow, that's an awesome deal. So if a student is interested in getting into this, Dr. Orlando, whether they're in high school right now and they're looking at this program, no matter wherever they are in the state or worldwide on the web, of course, at gojagsports.com, what do they need to do to get into this program?
Well, the great thing, I have my associate dean here and vice chancellor for academic programs, and Dr. Renita Marshall is here. And so we do a good job of advertising that on our website, suagcenter.com, and you can go to the College of Agricultural, Human, and Environmental Sciences. But the other thing that we did not have when I arrived, and thanks to your vision, Dr. Marshall, we established our own recruitment and retention office within the College of Agriculture. And so we don't look for the schools to come to us, we go to them.
Wow.
And so I think that's very imperative. And then we utilize our partnerships like Red Reef, who is here. Thank you for supporting us, and other partners. And so it allows us to go meet the people where they are. But we're starting to see an influx of individuals coming to campus to want to learn about what's going on in agriculture. And I'll leave you with this, and I know my staff already know what I'm getting ready to say. You guys are enjoying all this food. It's great. Everything is good. But we have to understand by the year 2050, we have to feed 10 billion people, and we're not graduating enough students to be in those particular fields to address the shortages. We can't go out so much, we got to go up. And so we are doing our best at Southern University and the College of Ag to graduate those individuals who are going to address those issues. They are coming, and we cannot put our head in the sand and act like it's not coming. So we are pushing that along with our other 1890 land-grant institutions to make sure that we're graduating the next leaders, the innovators, the creators of where we're going to be as feeding food and fiber to this population. So I'm excited about what Dr. Williams referred to as I have the best team in the West. Look, we have 107 land-grant institutions. I will put them up against any of them in the United States because they're doing a phenomenal job of promoting agriculture.
Wow. And Dr. Katera will ask you this last question. Why is it important for you and this program to sponsor the athletic program?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a natural fit. In agriculture, we have a tripartite mission where we have extension, research, and teaching. And in extension, that means we're meeting the needs of the community. We are present in more than 56 parishes across the state.
Oh, wow.
56.
Out of 64,
our programs.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes. So it's a natural fit. Athletics is a natural connection to the community. What we do is a natural connection to the community. So it's a seamless fit. Our synergies just connect so well.
Oh, wow. I like that. Well said. If this don't work for you, you write for Hallmark. All right.
I want to be right here on the bluff.
There you go. Well, thank you all both. Dr. Orlando McMeans, Chancellor of Dean of Southern University Ag Center, Dr. Katera Williams, Vice Chancellor, Institutional Advancement. Thank you so much for being here on the program.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Grow Jazz.
That's it.
Yes.
When we come back, we're talking football. When we return to TJ Ribbs on Acadian at I-10. Back after this time out, it's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Back in a moment. Pelican Sports TV.
The birth of legends are storied in this conference. We must never forget our rich history. We now turn our gaze to the future. The new legends will emerge. New heroes to arise. The Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be our history.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary.
I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary. Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
At TJ Ribs, we are passionate about three things: great food, exceptional service, and Southern University sports. Whether it's a watch party, tailgating event, or family meal, we're here to bring the party to you. Go Jags.
The smart Baton Rouge business traveler travels out of Baton Rouge. Why? It's about not having to wake up hours earlier, fight traffic, and stand in long lines. It's also about BTR being closer, more convenient, with non-stops and short hops to anywhere your business takes you. It's smart. So for your business, if it's about being one step ahead and not dead on your feet, then it's about time you flew BTR. Baton Rouge Metro Airport. It's about time.
I need to try it first.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right? You ever come to Louisiana?
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics right here from TJ Ribbs on Acadian and I-10. We're talking football right now. Coach Graves in the house. How you doing, Coach?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. First time I've seen you smile at me. I love this guy, man. This guy's an unbelievable guy. Great coach, no question about that. Assistant head coach for Southern University football. Now, first of all, I want to talk to you. You know, play the game, know how it is. Everybody, there's a lot of people that play the game. They're going to be armchair quarterbacks, like they call it in fans. Look, one thing in Louisiana is this. We're passionate fans. Number one, when you're winning, we're going to be the loudest if you ever heard in your life. We're going to be traveling like crazy. Everything is great. When they're losing, you're also going to hear it as well. This coaching staff has been together for 14 games. It takes time to build a program. They have 85 scholarships, as Coach Banks talked about. You can't do it in 14 games, folks, unless your cupboard is full when you get there. It takes time to build that program. It takes time for your student athletes to be able to, one, understand your philosophy as a coach and get your play calling and what have you. So, Coach, you've been around this game enough to know. I see your coach is in here. Coach Pete was here just a moment ago. And a college program, you wish you could turn on just like John Madden football and turn your team around, but it takes time.
Yeah, it definitely takes time, but, you know, our guys, we understand the nature of this business. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been doing this 31 years now. I know I don't look like it, but I've been doing it 31 years. And we understand how it works. Of course, you won't always be undefeated. You always want to win every game that you play.
Right.
And when that doesn't happen, then you also understand how fans are, and they have their opinions, and they have that right to do that. So you just have to just keep your head down and keep working. Thing that we're not going to do, we're not going to make any excuses. Coach Richardson used to always tell us when I played for him, he said, listen, you can't bring that back. No sense of crying about it. Keep your head down, go to work. I told the guys this week, I said, and Coach Dooley as well, and all the coaches have told them, listen, we still got everything in front of us that we want to accomplish.
That's right.
I experienced this as a player, playing for Coach Richardson. We started off the same way, and then we messed around and ran the table and won a championship. I've done it as a coach. We've done it as coaches. So, again, we're gonna keep the main thing and still do what we want to do. The only thing that we cannot do is be undefeated. But we can still be SWAC champs and HBCU national champs, and that's the goal.
Undefeated in the conference. That would be great, too. All right, let's talk about the Jackson State game. At all times, you never were out of the ball game. Down by 6 at one point, then that big long touchdown run, then down again by 13. You still had an opportunity down by 2 possessions to still come back and win that game with the extra point and what have you. The one thing that is killing your team, and I know you guys are going to focus on that, is, of course, the turnovers. 8 turnovers in 2 ball games, 4 for each ball game. That obviously has to come. When you have 4 turnovers in the ball game, your chance of winning that game are pretty slim.
Yeah, that's true. Anytime you have those many turnovers, it's tough to beat anybody. But again, every day we are addressing that issue, and I'm confident, and Coach Dooley as well, the staff is confident, the players are confident that we will correct those things. Again, it's guys trying to make plays. It's guys trying to do their best to make us victorious, and sometimes that's going to happen. But again, we can't do anything about those things now. We just got to press forward and keep going.
There could be some shifts in the offensive line. Those guys have experience from last year, but none of those guys have over 10 games starting. So they're a young a bunch up there, too. And I don't care if the late, great Walter Payton comes back from Jackson State. If you don't have a lane to run between your offensive tackle and guard, you're not going to run. So it starts at the offensive line, and right now Southern University is struggling with the run right now. Both games have been under 100 yards in total rushing for that. So that's going to start up front.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about chemistry, growing pains, guys having to get used to one another. I think that they are gelling. They're working hard. They understand what we haven't been able to do in terms of running the football. And believe you me, nobody wants to do it more than those young men.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they know what's being said, and we tell them, hey, listen, just tune out the noise, go to work, fix what we need to fix, scratch where it itches, and just continue to get better.
Right, and this Alabama A&M team coming in right here, they preach because of their coach. Coach Maynard is a former quarterback. He preaches passing. Their passing hadn't been the greatest. Their running game is good, but also Coach told me that this week when he watched them on game film, they're a big football team.
Yeah, they are. They're big. Connell, I call him Connell, not Coach Maynard. We go back to the old WSSU and North Carolina A&T days, so I know Connell real well. Coach Maynard's doing a fine job, but he does have a team with some size. Those guys are doing a good job, but, our guys are preparing, and we up for the challenge.
No question. It's going to be a fun game again, of course, coming up. 6 p.m. kickoff from A.W. Mumford Stadium, Southern University, Alabama A&M. And again, make sure that you download your tickets a little early. Coach Graves, as always, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, my man. We'll be
back.
back.
Want to see you all out there on Saturday. Go Jags.
There you go. There you go. We'll be back with Coach Roman Banks, the athletic director of Southern University, as we continue right here on Pelican Sports TV.
Your way to winnings with blackjack from the lottery. Win up to $2,100. Take a walk on the wild side with Wild Tens. You could win up to $14,000. The stars are out tonight with Bonus Star Bonanza. Top prize is a star-studded $30,000. Pick up all 3 tickets today. The Louisiana Lottery, giving you a reason to smile.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At Our Lady of the Lake Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
Are you interested in a college major with numerous career opportunities? Look no further than the Southern University College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences. Agriculture is more than working on a farm. Our students are gaining hands-on experience and conducting cutting-edge research in the areas of agricultural sciences, family and consumer sciences, and urban forestry and natural resources. Our students also participate in internships and travel to national conferences. Our student organizations include students from diverse backgrounds with close bonds. These organizations provide our students with leadership and personal development skills needed to help them gain employment with top industry leaders. If you're not sure what you want to major in at Southern University, I encourage you to try Ag. For more information about the College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences, visit our website at www.suagcenter.com or call 225-771-2242.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce. Crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouger. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouger today.
In my Louisiana, the day starts at 4 a.m. In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration. My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast! With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic.
From sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again.
What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
And welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, right here as we continue with the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics.
Got 2 minutes, Chris.
TJ, that's right, TJ Ribbs. We're down to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
The 2-minute warning. All right, let's go right now. We've got a young lady right here. What's your name, sweetheart? Talking to this mic. Where are you from?
Raiden Grant.
All right, how old are you?
9.
What's your mama name?
LaShonda Sturgis.
All right, she working athletics. I see her. She over there in that corner. She probably her baby girl, baby her hand, y'all.
Where do you go to school?
SU Lab.
All right,
there
cool.
you go, Lab.
What grade?
4th.
4th grade. All right, pick the first name.
She told me, y'all, she was about to be famous. She going up here on TV. She about to be famous.
Oh, look out. This is from TJ Ribbs. We got 2 tickets. We got 4 tickets total, but we're now the first drawing is going to be 2 tickets to see Florida A&M, the Rattlers. That'll be on October the 7th. Again, that is going to be voting day, too, by the way. So go vote early or do your absentee voting, and then come, of course, to the ball game. So who's our first winner?
TJ
Pugh. TJ Pugh.
TJ Pugh.
House. Hits a 3-pointer from the top of the key.
Sister basketball coach for the ladies.
Lady Jags. All right, who we got number 2? Second tickets to go to a family.
I don't know if that count.
William Melion.
Okay, right there.
Congratulations. All right, and we've got, of course, our delicious, what do we got right here with this? We got this. Look at that. Looks as big as a Superdome. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That is the shrimp-tastic, right?
Some of the best Gulf shrimp you'll ever have in your life. 20 shrimp, $19.95. Can't really beat the deal as well. So got it ready for you guys every Wednesday. Just
What's that underneath it?
Underneath that is a barbecue butter, basically a mix of our home house recipe herbs,
Coach
spices.
Dahl, did you get this? That's what you got? I figured. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Real popular in the house, guys. Thank y'all so much.
That is an awesome deal. Thank y'all so much, Jonah, and all of you
crew,
TJ.
If it's one crew that's bigger than that I won't say they bigger than athletics, but roll like athletics in a group, that's Ag. Why don't you get it up for Ag?
Yeah, good job. Coach,
I can't let y'all outdo my department. I make sure everybody come out.
All right, we got 30 seconds, Coach. Let me ask you a question. How big is this? This weekend, when Southern takes on Alabama A&M and opens up SWAC play, that'll be the 89th SWAC season for football. It would be 90 because of World War II.
Right.
1943 took it out. 89th season. Do you see Southern staying in the SWAC for years to come?
Yeah. I think where we're headed, 10 seconds, we're headed, but we're going to move up as a conference, not as individual schools.
All right, we'll be back in 2 weeks right here. TJ
See y'all Saturday.
Have a great one.
Let's get ready to do it,
Go
Jaguars.
Jags.